I got some oil on my side. It's good for the skin.
Put some of the old oil on it.
Yeah, there you go. What's up, internet peoples? Matt from Southern Motorworks here. Today is going to be a little bit shorter of a video. So we got the two youngins out here. Yeah, two of them. And they're going to be doing an oil change on the daily today for us. So, you know, it's about time they start learning how to do everything. Regular maintenance, save a little bit of money, you know. The shop cats over here chasing skeeters and stuff. Oh, Dragonfly. Mercedes. Today they're going to be performing the oil change instead of me, so I'm just going to kind of supervise a little bit, you know. So yeah, let's get the old XC70 pulled over here and we'll get to it.
It went into the ground, but yeah. Car.
Like a glove. Alright, so we got the old XC pulled up there on the ramps. Those are the easiest things to do an oil change, in my opinion. You can use jacks and jack stand and whatnot, and that works fine too, but the ramps are so convenient. You just got to be careful to, you know, not drive past the stopper on them and wedge them under the rocker panel. So that's why I drove it up there instead of either one of those young new drivers. Yeah. So, alright, so what's the first thing we're going to do, Aiden?
Put the oil pan on there to catch all the oil.
All the oil?
All the oil.
Okay. It's right on the oil. That's where it comes out. Where does it come out? Do you need a light?
Oh, that's right there.
Okay. All right. Wait, that's not the transmission drain, is it? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm like...
No. Yes, that's the oil drain. The transmission drain is over on the further towards the wheel. All right, so Olivia, go pop the hood under there. Don't worry, that one's not broken like the one on your car.
Where is it?
Should be right around the same place yours is. Right there. Just pull on it. This one's a little sticky. You got to pull on it pretty good. Yeah. That one sticks up a little bit. It ain't broken yet, but should probably put a little WD or something on it at some point. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, oh, let me show y'all something that we're going to be working on in a future video here real quick. So you know this car came from northern Maine. Got a little rust right there, you know. Under these panels, they hide everything, just hold the salt. So, I don't even want to think about what the rest of the rocker looks like underneath there, but rust repair in a future video for the XC70 here. It's not like it's in a difficult place to, you know, fix or anything, so that should be fun. All right, so what are we doing next?
I don't remember the size.
All right, well, you got to pop the hood to start out with. Remember what's that under there?
Yeah, they're here. If I can actually squeak. Yeah.
All right, there is the Swedish Moose Powers. Anyway, I think I'm pretty sure it's a 17 millimeter.
You're the one that organized it all.
I know. We're still in the process of getting everything organized here, but we're getting some of our tools out and whatnot. All right, grab that. Just bring the whole rail. Pretty sure it's a 17 millimeter, but I could be wrong. You'd think as many times as I do it on this thing that I'd have it memorized, but you know. Nope, that's tight then. Other way. Lefty, lefty, righty.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Back under there, Seth.
Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, right there.
There we go. All right, now You want me to show you the trick to doing this without getting oil on your hands, right? So, deep well socket, I'll take it right there and just keep spinning. I'm going to demonstrate real quick and then I'm going to let you do it. So you spin it until you get right to the end of the threads. When you see that oil start dripping out, you hold it there. Don't tilt it or anything because you'll let it start dripping. You hold it there and then you're just going to pull your hand straight back, okay? So I'm going to put it back in there for now and let y'all do it. So I'll position this right. Don't worry, I got this part.
The light is what's getting me.
My bad, dog. I'll move it over here. Like, is that still good on? Hold on. Hold on. All right, go ahead. And I'll handle aiming the drain pan here. So keep going. Make sure you're keeping pressure this way on the bolt.
Which way?
Like towards the bolt. Like you want to twist it, but keep the bolt pushed into there. All right. Okay, you're at the end of the threads. Now, all right. Take your other hand, put it on the bolt.
On the bolt?
Yeah. Shouldn't be that hot. Now just pull straight back as quick as you can.
What the?
Pull both of them straight back as quick as you can. See?
That
Minimal oil on your hands. Right?
Where should I put this?
I'll take it because we're going to clean it off. Some people you see, they'll go up under the oil fan like this and they're twisting it, and then when it starts coming out, you just get a whole hand going down into your friggin' armpit full of old motor oil, and that's just no fun. So
yeah,
that way there kind of minimizes a little bit. All right. Yeah, just set that in there. So what are we going to do now?
Wait for it to drain.
Huh?
Wait for it to drain.
What else?
And then we have to untighten the oil filter part of
along
it.
with cleaning that.
And clean that.
And clean this. All right, so let's go back top side. All right, so what's next, y'all?
Clean the bolt off.
Okay, oil drain plug there. All right, so get that all wiped off. Sis, you want to grab one of those man filters from up on the shelf up there?
That's those yellow boxes.
The yellow and green man filters up there. There's like 3 of them for the Volvo, so. All right, so we got that all cleaned off. Cool. Not chewed up because, you know, we don't use like monkey fist stuff to undo our drain plugs here. You ever like done an oil change on like a buddy's car and you get under there and it looks like, I don't know, a T-Rex tried to chew it off with his incisors or something, you know? Yeah. That's what happens when you try to use like standard wrenches on a metric bolt, things like that. And yeah, use the right friggin' size, okay? All right, so what's next, Aiden?
We go down here and take out the oil filter itself.
The oil filter? Oil filter?
Oil filter.
All right, let me get the light back down there. Look at this, he can like set underneath the car over here. Must be nice to have that ability, you know.
Comedy short.
All right, so what do you got there in your hand?
I don't even know.
Oil filter pliers, right? Listen, these have been like doctored up with some fingers off some rubber gloves. Just kind of keeps them from marring up the plastic too much on there. So, all right, go on ahead and do your thing. No, flip them the other way. Yeah, like that, so you can ratchet on up in there.
I can even grab it.
All right, so I'm going to demonstrate, and then I'm going to let y'all do it, okay? So you want it on the bigger setting, all right? And you're going to start like over here. Grip it. Just like that. See it start moving? Mm-hmm. All right. And you don't get a whole lot of range of motion on this one because it's so tight in there. So you just got to kind of
work at it
a little bit at a time. Might be able to get it by hand now. Alright, once it starts dripping, it's going to drip on the back side of it there first. Be careful because it's going to be a little heavy because it's going to be full of oil. So if you're not careful, it'll, see it there? Alright, look. Yeah, like that.
Got it oil filter, it ain't come out.
Tilt it into there. Oh yeah, the oil filter gets stuck up in there sometimes. We can just take that and just set it down in there for now. He got a little messier than His sister, right? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna let those two finish dripping for a little bit. What are we doing next?
We're gonna take the rubber lining out and then replace it with the new.
The O-ring?
The O-ring.
Yeah. Alright, come back up here. Alright, so what are we doing now?
You need like a knife or something, I believe.
Go up there, sis, to the screwdrivers in the corner up there and grab like a really small flat blade screwdriver. Hold on, let me get you a blue rag. Yeah. Okay, so word of advice to everyone. These are great, but they do kind of have fuzzies that come off of them pretty good.
Like a normal hand
See like this stuff in here? So,
stuck in them.
Use these blue shop towels. They work a lot better there. These will probably be fine once we wash them, like once or something like that, but... Does anybody really wash the shop rags we buy and reuse them, you know? Let me know down in the comments, see if anybody actually washes these things and reuses them. I don't know, usually they just end up getting thrown away, but I don't know. Let me know if y'all do. Alright, so you just cleaning off the oil filter housing there. You got to get that O-ring off of it. Hold on here, step into the light better. Yep, just like that. Old one off, so you can throw that one in there.
Is there only one or is there multiple?
No, this ain't the Mercedes. On the Volvo, there's only the one.
I don't remember.
Yep, so wipe that off real good, get down in that channel. He was confused a little bit because on the W163s and stuff, or the M112 and M113 engines, there's like, what, 3 or 4?
I think there's 3.
3, I think, O-rings on the, no, I think there's 4, because there's that little tiny one at the very tip.
Yeah.
There's like 4 O-rings on the oil filter housing and adapter and all that stuff on there, so. Only one on the old Volvo. Make sure you're changing those out, because if you leave the old one on there and try to put the new one on, or forget to put the new one on, it won't seal for crap. Ask me how I know.
Get a little oil right here in your nose.
Oh, I got some oil on my side. Alright. It's good for the skin. Alright, so
See if I can actually get this on here.
you're just going to put that back on there.
If I actually can. Never can.
Here, step over in the light there. No. You gotta.
I get the light. Could go down one more?
Nope, that's perfect. Right there in the little channel. Let's see if I can get in there and show them a little bit. See her right in there. Perfect. Alright, so then what do we do next?
Put the filter in.
Huh?
Put that filter in.
Yep, you can go ahead and set the filter in there.
Does it matter which way or no?
No, the Volvos that don't, I think, let me see. Yeah, I always just put the writing at the top, but just push it in there real good. Once it funks like that, it's in there all the way. Okay, so now what?
Put some of the old oil on it.
Yeah, there you go. Irritate half the internet and, you know, make it the other half like you. He's gonna take a little bit of the old motor oil there and just get some on that new O-ring there, just to lube it up a little bit. It helps it seal up better when you put it in there. So that's all you need right there. All right, let's go back topside a second. All right, so one thing I do always do, and it's not necessarily needed, but I think it's just good practice in my opinion, just wipe all the old oil off before you reinstall your new filter and housing and all that stuff. Just wipe all the old oil off. Just kind of keeps everything clean under here. I know the bugs are starting out. Kind of got a late start on this little project here. We were working on putting together a little fenced in area in the backyard so the little wiener dog can run around to her little heart's content. Alright, you should be good to go, sis, if you want to go ahead and set that one up in there. Oh, actually, hold on, Aiden, give me the drain plug, because otherwise she's going to be getting dripped on by the drain plug the whole time. So go on ahead and just put it right up in there.
This way?
Yep. Feel it start screwing in? Yep.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Just get her snug. Alright, let me see, I'll give her a look. That was actually pretty good. Hand me the pliers up there. There we go. Nice and snug. Let me see that one of them rags, y'all. Give her one final wipe off around there. Cool. That part's done. Alright, what next, y'all? Alright, so what are we doing, Ed?
We're gonna put the oil pan plug back in.
Alright. Yeah, because Olivia took that one out so you can put it back in. That 17 millimeter?
Nope, it's gonna take it off.
Back to the topic.
she's a pain to get a little out. There you go. Alright, now what do I always say? How many Ugga Duggas do you need?
I don't remember.
Not 47 of them, right? Alright, now she's snug, and so now you're just gonna give her just a little turn. That's all you need after that. There you go. That should be good. We'll double check it once we get her running to make sure, but that should be good. That's all you need. Alright, now grab that rag and wipe off that little drip of oil underneath there. There you go. Perfect. Alright, now what do we do?
That's it, I believe. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna put the oil in.
Mike. Alright, so what are we doing now?
Taking off the oil cap. No.
Alright. What are we putting in there?
This.
No, it's not going to sit down in there. One of us will have to hold it like this here. Trying to give them a little extra reach here so they don't have to stretch so far over the side of the vehicle. Alright, so y'all got your funnel in there. And you grab the big jug of oil too, because we're going to need that. Always do that one first. Alright, so what are we using here?
Mobil 1 European car formula.
W40, right? There you go. Be a man, just punch a hole in it. Alright, so I'll hold the funnel for you. You're going to have to go kind of... You need a step stool?
No.
That's a legitimate question.
Very funny.
Alright, so you have to go a little bit slow, because otherwise this stupid, guard thing that's in there will make it overflow. So, alright, do your thing. Hold on. Too fast.
Steamy.
Huh?
It was steamy.
No. Alright, go ahead. Yep, something like that. Takes a little while with this thing. We'll speed this footage up. Put some music behind it, you know? Cue the music. Quite the collection of farm cats we got out here. Shop cats, whatever. Anyway, alright, so what are we gonna do last, y'all?
Put the other oil.
The last bit? Alright, so just as a tidbit of information on these XC70s, at least the P2s anyway, it's 6.1 quarts they call for. So unfortunately, you gotta buy a big jug, that's 5 quarts, plus 2 small quart jugs. So you end up with some left over every time without fail. So what we're going to do now, we've got the 6 quarts poured into there, so what we're going to do is just put just a hair from this one in there. That'll be the 0.1, and we'll call it good. We'll call that good for now. We'll test it once we get her dropped down and running and whatnot and make sure we're good on it, but either way, that should be close enough to 0.1 of a quart. Good enough for government work. Alright, so what do we do now, Olivia?
Besides taking that out, we
Get you a rag.
Where'd they go? Move them.
That way you don't drip all over the engine. What do we do now, sis?
the cap back on.
Yep. Grab the cap. Reinstall on the top of the engine there. Yep, just till it stops. That's all good to go. Clean up some tools here. Alright, so we've got our oil all filled back up, right? All 6.1 quarts.
Yep.
We got our oil filter reinstalled.
Yep.
We got our drain plug reinstalled. We got our cap back on. We should be good to go ahead and fire it up. So let's fire it up, make sure, you know, the engine's not gonna blow up or something. Go in here and check the leaks. leaks around the oil filter, no leaks around the drain plug. Alright, we're gonna move our drain pan out here. Then we're gonna go on ahead and back the car off, double check our oil level and make sure it's all good. Alright, double check our oil level here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Get in the light over there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Nice clean looking oil. Let's shut the engine off, we'll make sure we're good. Alright, so now with the engine off, we'll check the oil here. Alright, so there you go, you see? Right in the middle of our hash marks there. And that's going to go up just a hair whenever all the oil drains out of the top end of the motor and whatnot. So that's another successful oil change done there. The only thing you know that we got to do to end off this video is deal with the old motor oil over here, right? Yeah. Alright. Let me get that big jug bottle, the empty jug. Need to get our old oil filter here dealt with first. Which one of y'all dropped that in the oil?
Not you.
Yeah. Immediately blamed his sister for it. Goodness.
I only put it in.
That was funny. Alright, so we're just going to put that in the box for the new one. The old man HU819X. We're going to put that in a plastic bag. Seal it up pretty good. Try to keep as much of that crap from getting elsewhere. Alright, so we're going to take our old motor oil here and just put it in our in the jug that we just emptied full of new oil. And then we're going to take this to your local auto parts store. I think some mechanic shops will do it or whatever, but your local Walmart will do it. Dispose of our used motor oil properly here. Alright, so we got our old oil in our jug so we can take that and dispose of it properly. We lost like 2 quarts that time over the course of about 4,000 miles or so, which that's kind of normal. I mean, it's a high mileage engine. They do burn a little bit of oil here and there, but not too bad overall. Just keep an eye on it, you know, that's all we do, check it periodically. But it is getting warmer, it's working a little harder out here in this heat, so that's kind of normal. But anyway, so we'll get that disposed of properly. Also, real quick, one thing I like to tell people to do, don't forget to keep some sort of record of when you did this oil change or when your next one's due. And they make super cheap little stickers you can buy to stick in your windshield. That's what I usually get. Even if you just use a couple pieces of masking tape here and a Sharpie, just write something on there to put your next date of service and the next mileage, you know, that you want to change your oil at. Just something as a quick reminder. So just as an example, see, we usually use these little service due stickers like that. Just a simple little piece of masking tape worked just fine too. Stick that on there. And we're gonna be going for, let me see, what's that? May 2nd, June 2nd, July 2nd. So we're gonna put 7/2/25. And our mileage is setting at 274, 342. So we're gonna go 277, 342. And that'll give you just a quick little record there, a way to keep track of, you know, when your next oil change is going to be due, thereabouts. You know, we use full synthetic oil and we're able to stretch it a little bit if we want to, but high mileage engines, I still try to change them every 3,000 miles. So, you know, just a quick little thing that'll help you remember when your next one's due. That's going to do it for this little video here for Southern Motor Works. Oil changes, super simple. The kids could pretty much do it by themselves at this point. You know, do yourself a favor, do it yourself. It's so much easier, and you don't have to use expensive oil like we do in expensive filters. You know, you can use cheaper stuff. I like to pamper my high-strung European cars here a little bit, but it's so easy and so much cheaper than taking it somewhere. You know, y'all get out there, get your hands dirty, do an oil change, something that everybody ought to know how to do. Basic maintenance, you know. So, right, kids?
Yeah.
She's swatting skeeters. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all enjoyed this sort of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We really super appreciate it here at Southern Motor Works. And it definitely helps us get towards our goal of reaching a larger audience with these sort of videos and whatnot. So like I said, if y'all enjoy this sort of content, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see all the future stuff we got coming up here. The old XC70 out there is actually getting a new set of tires tomorrow, so that's going to be in an upcoming video probably next week or something like that. We got to pull her in here tonight and pull the wheels and tires off and whatnot so we can go on ahead and get them mounted and balanced, but that's in the future. So like I said, I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all have a good one out there. We'll catch you on the next one, all right?